is thought of as being the great experiment. And there is a connection between that and superheroes, a very strong connection. If I'm in America, I can become anything. Representative, I can become president, I can become anything. That's very optimistic, very heroic, and very idealistic and very stupid. All in one, all in one. So to have those ideals, I could believe in great things, utopias, and it wouldn't matter if it happened. I could still believe in it. I could still have that potential, that they made this great experiment and it worked. Look how well it worked.
I think that people like superheroes in the best possible sense of what, talk about America, the democracy and the level of, truth, justice, and not so much maybe the American way, but freedom of expression, stop totalitarianism and about decency and good, and that good will triumph. And I think that as kids, we need that. We don't understand as children gray at all. And which is kind of odd, because if you think of a whole country that really doesn't like dealing with grays, and really wants to prefer dealing in black and white, that almost sounds very much like a country full of children, unfortunately.
What I do try to do is I say, okay, fine, they're silly, but let's just say for a minute that it's happening. It's silly, but let's just say, and let's play the game like a dream, like a fantasy. That's what these superheroes appeal to. They appeal to the child in you that's looking for the hero. And if he's wearing a costume, it just makes him different from everybody else. And if he's got muscles, you want to have muscles. And if the girl has breasts and she's got a great figure, you want that, you like that, you appreciate that. And if you don't say you do, then you're lying. I'm sorry. You dig it, okay? That's what it appeals to. If you want a serious story, you do it a different way. There's room for everything. There's room for everything. For me, comic books are the exercise of that side of my personality that likes the fantasy.
Why do people like superheroes? I think if you're young and you like superheroes, it's because I cannot strongly emphasize enough the element of comfort, oddly enough, of safety, to know that, Superman, to me as a kid, there was an element of him almost being real. More real than Santa Claus in some respects, because of what he stood for. And there was a sense of, it's very American or something, but it's also like a parental thing, for a child who really, grew up in a house where, the father was out drinking and, didn't have so much. It's like to know that there was a stable, guy who would take care of matters, which is, again, one of the reasons I got into comics in the first place, was to create a world on paper that I had some control over.